In sobriety, we're told that life would get better. And it has, and it did in so many ways. But I'll tell you something. The fear of the future didn't just disappear when you put down the alcohol or the drugs or the addictive behavior. It takes something deeper. And what finally helped me wasn't trying to force or fix my future. It was actually learning how to trust this perfect power and presence that is right where I am, that is within me, that is deep down within every man, woman, and child, within every person. It is trusting and learning how to trust that great reality within. Because what I know to be true in my life is that this power and presence doesn't panic. It doesn't rush. And this power and presence knows. And today, I'm going to share with you a spiritual practice to help you let go of the fear and to trust that indwelling, perfect power and presence so that it can be your guide to your next steps in life. Now, this isn't about affirmations or positive thinking. I like to call this the trust and follow spiritual practice. Because there's a perfect power and presence within me that knows everything. And I'm willing to trust the guidance from this perfect power and presence. And it's not about hearing voices in your head. It's actually about being slow, being still, being silent, and about allowing. I ask and I listen, and I move when I'm moved, and I speak when I'm given to speak. Now, this is not coming from fear, and it's not coming from my brain, but it is indeed coming from within that infinite indwelling spirit. So, the invitation is for us to do this together so you can get a taste of it. Now, this is the short version, and you can make this as long as possible. But I'm simply going to guide you through this powerful spiritual practice to help you move fearlessly through life because you're trusting in that indwelling power and presence. So let's do it together. Sit comfortably. The moment I say sit comfortably, I start to yawn and to allow my body to relax. And so that's kind of like my key word. I invite you to do the same. Close your eyes if it's safe. And take in a slow, deep breath. And a slower exhale. And as you do that, place one hand over your heart. Continue breathing normally and naturally. And say to yourself, there's a perfect power and presence within me that knows. And breathe. There's a perfect power and presence within me that knows. I am now willing to trust this presence. I am now willing to trust this presence. Sweet indwelling power and presence within me, what is mine to know or do next? Sweet, powerful presence within me, what is mine to know or do next? And allow yourself to pause in the stillness and let the answers come to you. Let them come to you and well up to you in a feeling tone, in a divine nudge, in a peace, in a warmth. Let that be your guidance. That's the way out of fear. And as you're ready, just simply open your eyes. If this practice speaks to you, come experience it live with me. I'm hosting a mini workshop and sound meditation called Shift. It's on June the 28th, 2025 from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. in Long Beach, California. It's only $20. And you can RSVP your attendance by simply sending a Zelle to Vida at vidaslc.org, or you can email me whatever questions you have about attending. Now, you're going to learn how to release fear in real time and how to rest in the presence that knows. We're going to close out the workshop with a beautiful sound healing meditation. And that's why it's called Shift, because you will have a shift. So, this is how I live. I remind myself that there's this indwelling power and presence. I become willing to allow it to guide me. I ask what is mine to know or to do next. And I move when I'm moved. I don't need to control everything because I trust the one that does. The more you tune into this inner guidance, the more you'll experience what I did, which is peace over panic, clarity instead of confusion, and power instead of fear. This, beloved, is your shift, and you can have it today. If you feel supported by this video, please like it, share it, subscribe. We're trying to grow this channel to 1,000 subscribers, and I know that you can help us do that and that you can help us reach more sober people who are ready for this spiritual sober liberation. So if you know someone in recovery who's still struggling with fear, anxiety, a higher power, send this their way. And remember that you're not alone. You're not behind and you're not broken. If you're being guided by this indwelling power and presence that knows everything and loves you completely, then you're in the best company ever. Know that you are loved, and I look forward to seeing you here again next week on A Spiritual Remedy. Bye for now.